Thank you.
Thanks, Matthew. Anybody have questions for us?
Yeah, I'm happy to take any
Have a
questions.
question or, yeah.
Well, I would just comment, Ben, we're looking forward to seeing if we can make that pedestrian trail on the school property work out, because I think it would be a great asset to both the city as well as the school district, so.
Yeah, I do too. I'm looking forward to that work being completed. You know, I know that the city council board and the school district board will have to come to an agreement, but I think we're moving along pretty nicely. We think that will enhance the quality of life in our community, certainly to have more trails, and also for that to be on our school property. We look at that as a good thing. I certainly do. And you know, I know I'm biased. I'm work for the school. I'm school leader, but I think that on any given night, you'd be hard pressed to find, or day or what have you, a place that has more population in a small area than that high school. We have people that are coming in to our community from other communities every single day, and that's where they're going. So I think that that's a nice showcase that we can have. So looking forward to that. Any other questions? Okay. I just, again, my bias is I believe strong schools equates to strong community. I think that that's a variable that a lot of people really look for in the community that they live in, the community that they want to move to. So you know, we feel like we have a huge obligation to do our part to have strong schools. We're pleased with the progress that we've had, but we're certainly not satisfied. We got lots more work to do, and we're looking forward to partnering with you. And I also should put a shout out to law enforcement and fire and emergency services, and Bob helped as well. We did some training with our staff the other day for active shooter, and they just did an amazing job, so we really appreciate that work. And we got a long ways to go on that too, but I thought this other day was just a great step for us. So, okay, I'll shut up, and I'm gonna probably I'm gonna step out and go, I think, to some events at the high school, but I just wanted to say hi, say thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Under open forum, anyone else come to discuss something that's not on the agenda? If not, moving on to number 6, presentations, none. Moving on to number 7, reports, officers, boards, and committees. Letter A, Public Utility Commission packet and agenda, tab B. Actually, I was going to turn on the TV for us here.
Turn it on.
Yeah, welcome.
How's that work, Steve? No, it's not. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, perfect. So the part here that we brought up, it's kind of like a congratulations to our entire community, but Princeton Public Utilities actually can take that, this super great pointer Bob brought us. You can actually get to, it won't shoot on the screen, Bob.
Oh, it doesn't. Technical.
But if Bob will show us over there, you can click on the tab, which is the top one, I think, the meeting minutes are soon to be
Right here.
published. Yep.
Well, the commission board agenda.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is right here.
Yeah, so there we go. So Princeton Public Utilities has really taken a step forward in our community and bringing transparency to posting their agenda. You know, I believe what will happen following after this agenda was approved, that they'll be posting their meeting minutes and their bill list. I think if you click the next one, Bob, it's below it.
This, the commission board minutes.
Yep. Which will be posted after they're approved at the next meeting, I would believe, and then including that bill list. So I brought the balloons in as a congratulations to everybody who helped on staff to make that happen, so our community could be more transparent to the residents. Thanks for doing that, Bob. Thanks for the pointer too, even if it didn't work. Thanks for the pointer. Any questions on letter A? Moving on to letter B, discuss the PUC agenda. Councilor Edmonds?
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with having the public utilities agenda agenda minutes and stuff, public, but they were always transparent, there was never an issue with that before. Well, and fine, they're here now, and it's a wonderful thing, I actually spoke with, Counselor Dodson, who continued to be at PUC, and he was there 10 or 12 years, and, in his time, no issues ever come up with, minutes, or transparency, or anything, so, to make that point, that's an addition to what I was gonna say. We all were given, a copy of our next, this comes out in our light bills every month. And if you read it like I do, it's pretty fast.
Is it the agenda packet?
I said it on here.
No, this wasn't in fact, this wasn't part of the agenda.
Oh,
This is just an FYI. They got the final numbers, PUC has a rebate program. It's, on their website, it's in these, connector, posted all over, so it's, definitely, not a secret. So last year, they paid out $32,000 to, commercial customers, and a little over about $7,000 to, residential customers. And I just wanted to make light of that and, get that out, at this meeting, as I said, I'm sure a lot of people read it the way I probably used to, anyway, I know I read it better now than I used to. But that's good information, our public utilities, does a fantastic job in our city, and we're very fortunate to have them. So I wanted to point that out, and, again, I touched on the transparency as well with, Counselor Dobson and Connie, and, there's never been an issue with transparency with the PUC. If they're gonna do their agenda in our packet every month, that's a good thing, by all means. We were getting, if it's because somebody thought we weren't transparent, that's not a good reason to do it. There's nothing wrong with doing it. And, just to point of fact, Connie has been trying to reach out to Mr. Schumacher since the election, and, he, I guess, responded to her once today, so. A lot of these issues probably could have been addressed before, if you're at this table.
Well, we can talk about that if that's what you wanna talk about, but I'd like to start off by saying that, just like what you said in your comment, that you used to read this differently until you became part of the process and part of leadership. And so when you became in leadership, you read this in a different way. I think that you put, publishing this on the website and helping other people see that transparency too, you're educating people just like what you.
Point is, this has been there all the time.
Correct, but you're now.
You can order water, but you can't make water. It's an old thing. But to say that they weren't transparent is not a factual statement. That's what I'm saying.
108 years, this is the first time tonight that the meeting minutes, the meeting agenda has been on the internet.
They used to send it over here, and then, Dick said, he don't know what happened, they just, nobody cared, I guess, or had any interest, and it just kinda died.
Well, no, this is really exciting that last year, the PUC paid out residential customers approximately $7,000 in rebates. This is what part you're reading, right? The highlighted part? And commercial customers received about $32,300 in rebates from Princeton Public Utilities. I think that's a great thing for our community to talk about.
Oh, I'm more excited about the 4% decrease in charges. That bring us down to under 9 cents a kilowatt hour.
And that's
Because I think it's 13, isn't it?
12 and a half. Yeah,
12 and a half, so if we get a 4.2, that's very beneficial for all of us that live in the city.
That part's not highlighted, but it's the first paragraph on the packet, on the handout.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, it's a 4.2% reduction in the rate, it's not 4.2 cents per kilowatt hour. It's just different way of reading it there.
The reduction part.
Yeah, it's taking it from
But that
13
issue has
down
been gone
4%.
over the last couple of months, so that's been out there.
No, it was, you said it was 9 cents, and that wouldn't be correct.
Well, I don't know, but I'm not that smart, because 4%.
I should mention that these.
It's a reduction.
Yeah, it's a reduction, yeah.
These minutes are also
That's a good
accessible via the city's webpage too now, so.
Okay.
Agendas and everything, so.
Anything else, Councilor Evans, that are be
No,
discussed? Okay. Anybody else? Moving on, number 8, we don't have anything. Number 9, ordinances and resolutions, none. Number 10, unfinished business. This is tab C, the 2018 annual report and summary. Open up tab C here.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, before you is a report that was drafted by WSB. We entered into an agreement with MPCA for phosphorus training sites constructed between 2012 and 2014. Before you, basically, it's just our annual report. This goes along with our wastewater permit for compliance, and we are in compliance with that. And it's recommended the council authorize WSB to submit the attached annual report, the 2018 annual report to MPCA to fulfill our permit requirements. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
I just wanted to make a couple of comments. I think that the way that the city of Princeton is meeting their phosphorus reduction requirements is a pretty good, inventive, top of operations type of procedures, and Public Works is doing a great job of maintaining the sites for the city. It's always easier to maintain it than it is to have to come in and do a major repair, so from what I can see, this is top notch.
These sites were, some of them were, the soil and water was involved too, wasn't it?
That's correct.
I'm not sure exactly how the follow was or what, didn't get, or what depth it was.
Soil and water was involved just to have input from local government, so that we were open and transparent to everyone involved. The Rum River is actually it's a gem of a waterway, and we just wanna make sure that we sustain that. And so by doing this, it's, the greater good is actually the Lake Pepin watershed is what we're trying to help keep clean.
There was a pretty significant project, it's been a few years ago now, on the West Branch, and behind, Old Olson, Locker, out and Beat Locker. Were you guys involved in that? Or?
That was, the old landfill, that wasn't part of this project, so that was, that was early on in my tenure, and so I don't have a lot of privy information as to what was.
I remember, it was a pretty big project, but I don't remember a lot of details here.
Yep, and that was part of the old, if you will, quote unquote landfill.
Any other questions, or?
What do we need to do? Let's prove the report.
Just a motion to submit the 2018 report to MPCA.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
A motion, do I have a second?
Yeah, whatever, you know what it is.
Yep, I have a motion, I have a second to send the report, the 2018 summary report, to MPCA. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, say by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Moving on to letter B, this is a Silver Land lease. This goes over to Bob, I think you made a couple of.
Mayor and council members, the terms that were laid out before you at the last study session pretty much have been put in here. This has been reviewed by the Silver Corporation, I'm trying to think of the guys, Larry Ghost, and it looks acceptable. He's satisfied with what was put in there. I don't know that anything really changed.
Yeah, I think you just gave us a summary, and then the summary got changed into a lease.
Right. I think the terms all stayed as the summary reflected, so.
And if the council remembers, we're just gonna bring it back for one last review, and then approve it tonight if that's what you choose to do.
And were they using, isn't there a little piece of property that's kind of like a diamond shape, almost directly across from them, were they parking some trailers or something there? That's not part of this.
That's not part of this. That was a separate agreement that was drafted by Mr. Karnowski when he was here, and basically what the trade-off is for that is that we get one semi-load of soda safe stuff for our playgrounds in exchange for use of city property for storing trailers.
That's just a pretty useless piece of property,
Yeah, it's tight, it's next to the airport, there's not a lot of value in it. I mean, there's some, they find value in it, and it's enough that it, you know, offsets our cost, we don't have to buy 90 yards of material.
At this time, I probably also should mention, we've started to talk to Mr. Deuce about possibly clearing some trees across from his current property in order that maybe start to prepare it to see what we have there, what's low, what's high, maybe he could use that for storage in the future. Seeing if we can't work some kind of situation out where it's favorable for both the city and his company.
Do you think that was gonna happen maybe this season, or are you thinking next season?
Possibly, well, we don't know if he would clear it this winter, it would be back before the council would consider. Just wanted to mention it.
it'd be more handy for them, I would think, than the property legally, you know. Or,
Might be.
Need a motion on letter B?
I would like to make a motion to enter the lease agreement with Silva Corporation.
A motion, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
A motion, a second, any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Letter 11, new business, none. Number 12, moving on to miscellaneous. Letter A, St. Cloud State Seminar. This is letter tab E. This is just an informative. It's got sent to us in an email, and basically it's on February 7th and 8th, 2019 in St. Cloud. Often to the city council to go to this, and I couldn't see if there was a fee, but if there was a fee, you guys okay paying the fee? Did you see a fee? I couldn't.
I didn't see one,
I can see like an application fee or an entrance fee too.
I think if the council would like, we have no issue with the fee, it's probably nominal.
Yeah. To go. So I just wanted to bring this out here if anybody has time on their schedule to go to that. Any questions on this? None, I'll move on to letter B. The coalition at the Capitol is January 30th. This is from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Again, I'm not sure I plan on attending this.
The Coalition Greater Minnesota Cities, yeah, I do plan to attend that, and if there's other council members that wish to go, I think that'd be fine, we'd sign you up, and it's a full day.
Yeah, it's from 9 to 7 and then.
Meet your legislators, see what's going on, try to maybe tell them your story, our stories. Chance to get to know them, maybe lobby in the future.
I did this a couple of years ago, great experience, got to meet with a lot of with our rep and senator and a lot of the other state senators, so really worthwhile. And they had a great preview of the upcoming session, so.
Anybody wants to go, is interested, get a hold of me or Sean.
Yep. You gotta sign up, for this before you attend. And then under miscellaneous, I think, Bob, you said you had a couple more items you want to talk
Yeah, and
about?
I should just mention, that includes a dinner too, by the way, kind of.
This does, yes.
So, couple items I had, well, there was a flyer about a quick trip opening,
Yep.
grand opening, so you might wanna put that in your schedule.
Yep, so the Quick Trip grand opening is Wednesday, February 6th. I think it's 10 a.m. till noon. The ribbon cutting is actually at 11 a.m. Is that what you're seeing on this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then, the other item is the business expo, I sent that sheet around to get all the way down,
Not yet.
No.
Meeting started.
I just don't want anybody to walk out without having the opportunity to sign up.
So the business expo is March 9th. March 9th, it starts at 9 a.m. It's located at
The high school.
And then we'll go back to the high school.
The high school, I think, is really good.
Yeah, so it'll be at the high school in the
It
gymnasium.
used to always be there, and then they tried the middle school for, I don't know, 3-4 years maybe or something. Now they're back at the high school.
So you have to sign up if you want your shirt, otherwise you can sign up late if you want, but you might not get a shirt, so.
Anything else underneath announcements?
I did not.
Okay. Moving on to letter 13, the bill list.
Move to approve the bill list, which includes manual checks as listed on the manual bill list for a total of $165,800.13. And the items listed on the liquor bill list and general city bill list, which will be check 78715 and 78781, for a total of $172,285.33.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on the bill list? All those in favor, say by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Moving on to the closed session information. This agenda item for this meeting is to discuss and negotiate a lease agreement. This portion of the properly noticed meeting of the Princeton City Council will be closed pursuant to Minnesota state statutes underneath the attorney-client communication exception to the Minnesota open meeting law. The need for confidentiality outweighs the purpose served for the open meeting law, in this case based on the following. Confidentiality is necessary to protect the city's interest with respect to the lease of AT&T for the cell tower. The purpose of the closed meeting is not to make a decision behind closed doors, but to instead determine which actions are appropriate with respect to the proposed lease with the AT&T for the cell tower. The only business to be discussed in this portion of the meeting is negotiation of a land negotiation, and what action, if any, should be taken. I will now entertain a motion to close the meeting.
So moved.
I have a motion, do I have a second?